In a time when miracles walk the earth, the story of an unnamed woman showcases the power of faith and the compassion of Jesus. Join us as we explore her journey, as told in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5. For 12 long years, she suffered from a debilitating condition. Despite spending all she had on physicians, her health only worsened. Isolated and desperate, she longed for a miracle. She had to sell all that she owned to pay for treatments at specialist hospitals, but her condition only grew worse. One day, as she sat near the well, she overheard a group of people giving testimony of the miracles Jesus had performed among the Israelites. Stories of the blind seeing, the lame walking, and the sick being healed filled the air.
He healed my brother. His sight was restored completely.
And my daughter, she was on the brink of death, but Jesus saved her.
She listened until faith ignited in her heart. Meditating on their words, her hope grew stronger. Jesus had arrived in her town, and the streets buzzed with anticipation. Crowds pressed in from all sides, hoping for a touch, a word, or a blessing. With faith as her guide, she navigated through the throng, her eyes fixed on Jesus. Her heart pounded with hope and fear. She kept saying to herself,
"If only I can touch the hem of his garments, I shall be made whole."
As her fingers brushed against his garment, immediately her bleeding stopped. She felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. Jesus, feeling that virtue had left his body, asked, "Who touches me?" His disciples said, "You see the people crowding against you, and yet you can ask, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus knew that power had gone out from him. He continued to look around, seeking the one who had touched him. The woman, trembling with fear, steps forward and falls at Jesus' feet, confessing everything. Jesus, with a gentle expression, listens to the woman's story and then speaks to her with kindness. With these words, Jesus not only healed her physically, but also restored her dignity and peace. Her faith, humble yet profound, had drawn her to the source of all healing. The woman, now radiant and full of life, walks away from the crowd, a symbol of hope and renewal. This timeless story reminds us that faith, even as small as a touch, can move mountains and transform lives. In our own struggles, may we find the courage to reach out in faith, knowing that Jesus is ever ready to heal and restore.